Welcome back to a brand new video in Madden 24. Taze 23K said, can you do a Rams rebuild but with the Jared Goff reunion? So today, that's what we're going to be doing. I traded away Matthew Stafford to get Jared Goff back on the Rams. In order to make the trade happen, I had to trade Matthew Stafford with a 2025 second round pick and a 2024 third round pick. I am using an updated roster that I downloaded from online. We got Jared Verse, our first round pick. He's a 75 overall. I did give him a star dev, because I'm giving all the first round picks star dev in this roster. We also have Braden Fisk, a second round pick here. We got Kinchins here at safety. Curl's actually our starter, but for some reason he's injured even though we played 0 games and we're still in the preseason, and I turned pre-existing injuries off. So we're gonna do a 3-year rebuild with Jared Goff. He's 82 overall star dev. We got Williams at running back. He's 84 with normal dev. We got Scott 73 with normal, and we also have Blake Corum, the rookie they drafted. He's only a 69 overall with normal dev. Cooper Kupp is an 88 with X Factor. Tutu Atwell's in the slot is 75 with normal dev. Puka Nacua is an 84 with superstar dev. Tyler Higbee at tight end is 81 with star. Havenstein at right tackle is 84 with star. Dotson at right guard is 81 with star. Avila at center is a 74 with hidden dev. Jackson at left guard is a 75 with star. And then Jackson at left tackle is a 72 with normal dev. Defensively, we're not looking the greatest. Obviously, we lost Aaron Donald, the most valuable defensive player in the NFL for a decade. Dude officially retired. Best player that we have on the defense right now is Tre'Davious White at cornerback, coming up from Buffalo. He's a 91 with X Factor. Kendrick in the slot's a 74 with normal dev. Williams at cornerback 2 is actually an 86, but he only has normal dev. We got Braden Fisk at defensive end, 72 with normal. Turner at defensive tackle is an 80 with normal. Davis as our other defensive end, he's a 66 with normal. Lake at free safety is a 74 with normal dev. Cameron Curl 82 with star dev at strong safety. Jared Verse, the first round rookie draft pick, 75 overall with star dev at outside linebacker. Middle linebacker 1, we got Jones 81 with normal dev. Roseboom is our number 2 middle linebacker, he's 68 with normal dev. And then Byron Young, 76 overall with normal dev, is our other pass rushing outside linebacker. Definitely need to do some upgrades on this defense after this year. There was a mentorship going on for Puka Nacua, and he just jumped up to superstar X Factor dev trait in the preseason from Cooper Kupp mentoring him, so I'm definitely liking that. And we'll be using auto-generated draft classes for the entire 3 years. This draft class right here, it says the strength is defensive tackle and cornerback and wide receiver, and only see 1 defensive tackle in the top 5 and none of the other things. We got a cornerback down here and number 13, but I don't see any wide receivers, so I don't see how that's a strength. The best wide receiver is ranked 20th, so maybe there's some hidden guys down here. Last thing that we need is a wide receiver though. We definitely need help on the defense, so we need cornerbacks, we need defensive tackles, we need defensive ends, we need linebackers, we need safeties. I mean, you name it, we need it, man. For my scouts, I'm focusing on cornerback with my 3-star guy, and then we're going defensive tackle with our 2-star, and then we're going middle linebacker, defensive end, and cornerback. I'm going to stick with the default playbooks for the first season on offense and defense, so we're running the Rams on both of them. West Coast zone run offensive scheme, we're at 84% scheme fit, and defensively 3-4, we're at 84% scheme fit. At the midseason point, we were off to the worst possible start. We are 0-7, dead last in the division. The 49ers are 5-2, Seahawks 4-2, Cardinals 3-4. See what players we have to negotiate with here after getting off to this terrible start. We got $34 million in cap space. This guy probably gonna be moving on from him. We gotta get rid of a bunch of these mediocre players that we have that are all like 70s, 60s with normal dev. Jimmy Garoppolo, yeah, we definitely don't need that guy. Anybody else? Nope. End of the regular season, and I guess we had a better second half of the season because we finished 5-12, which is still terrible, but at least we didn't go 0-17. We finished last in the division. 49ers went 14-3, Seahawks 10-7, Cardinals 6-11. Let's check out the season stats, see how Jared Goff did in his first year back with the Rams. 13th ranked offense, Jared Goff 6th in passing yards, 10th in passing touchdowns. Defense ranked 32nd. Defense is the worst in the NFL. 3,800 yards passing for Jared Goff, 26 touchdowns, 14 interceptions, 65% completion with a 94 rating. Not a great year, but not the worst ever. Kyron Williams at running back, 951 yards, 4.3 per carry with 8 touchdowns. Not bad production from him. He looks like he missed 1 game with injury. Blake Corum actually got a lot of carries here, 91 carries, 300 yards, 6 touchdowns. He played in 12 games, so that means that he missed 5 games with injury as well. Receiving, Cooper Kupp, 101 catches, 1,400 yards, 10 touchdowns. Dude's a beast. Puka Nacua, 61 catches, 700 yards, 7 touchdowns. Tutu Atwell, 600 yards, 1 touchdown. Tyler Higbee at tight end, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. Defensively, Ernest Jones had the most tackles with 112. Roseboom had 89. Tackles for loss, Kobe Turner had 18. Fisk had 12, the rookie. And then Tyler Davis, another rookie, had 10. He was a starter for us too because we just did not have anything to go with besides him. Kobe Turner putting up a lot of sacks from the defensive tackle spot. He took over Aaron Donald's spot. He got 13 sacks. Jared Verse, the rookie, 10.5 sacks. That's pretty good. He might win Rookie of the Year with that. Byron Young, 5.5, and Fisk had 3.5. Interceptions, Darius Williams had 3. Ernest Jones, Tre'Davious White, and Cameron Curl all had 2. And then Kendrick, Roseboom, and Lake had 1 interception each. The Cowboys beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 24-17. Damone Clark won Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow won MVP of the regular season with the Bengals. Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year with the 49ers. Isaiah Pacheco, Offensive Player of the Year with the Chiefs. Josh Allen, Defensive Player of the Year with the Jaguars. Kobe Turner won Defensive Rookie of the Year with our Rams at the defensive tackle spot. We have $39 million in cap room. We have a lot of players that contracts are expiring. Then a lot of them do want to come back, but I don't want any of them back, so we are moving on. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. Offensively, I think that we're pretty much set everywhere. We could use an upgrade at the left tackle spot if we needed. Everything else, we're looking good. Defensively, we need to do something about these defensive end spots. We need to get us a better middle linebacker here. Probably need to get another cornerback, like a better slot guy. See that Lake went up to star dev. Jones went up to star dev. Curl still has star dev. So basically it's just defensive ends, middle linebacker, cornerback. Free agency went pretty good. I got all the players I wanted to get. We got David Bakhtiari at left tackle. He's a 91 overall superstar dev. Got him on a 1-year deal. Eric Kendricks got middle linebacker as an 80 with star dev, and he's a scheme fit on a 1-year deal. He's 32 years old. And we got defensive tackle Milton Williams. He's 25 years old, 75 overall, normal dev with the scheme fit. I'm going to move him to defensive end. Got him on a 2-year deal. We only got $1.27 million left in cap room, so we're moving to the draft. Here in the first round of the draft, we have pick number 4, and I have not started the draft officially yet. We're still on the first pick with the Patriots. I do have this defensive tackle, Tyreek Abraham, 100% scouted. He's a true top 5 guy. I really want to get him so I can start him at the other defensive end spot, so we can try to upgrade this defensive line. So I'm probably going to end up trading up for him. I'm going to simulate the first pick and see if we can try to trade up to maybe the number 2 spot to get him, see what the Patriots do. Patriots took a quarterback, Nick Aldridge, even though they already have a quarterback. All right, so the Texans, they might take a defensive tackle. I'm going to try to trade with them and see what I can do. The Texans want a lot just to trade up from 2 spots, so I don't think I'm going to make this trade. They want Tre'Davious White, a first rounder, a second rounder, a third rounder, a fifth rounder, 6th rounder. I'm definitely not trying to do all that. And they also want 2 first rounders, a second, a fifth, and a 7th, just to move 2 spots. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to simulate to the next pick. And of course, those mofos ended up drafting the defensive tackle that I wanted, Tyreek Abraham. So he's off the board now. Nothing I can do about it. I didn't want to pay that heavy price for him, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip to our pick and then pick whoever we can. The Bears took a defensive end. Of all the players that I have 100% scouted, this is the guy I like the most. He's a cornerback. His name's Gregory Blackburn from Boston College. He's 5'10", 195 pounds, man-to-man scheme fit. He's a true first-round talent. He has A man coverage with B zone coverage, and he has B catching. I think he has B for his awareness also. But he's 20 years old, so he's really young. He has elite acceleration, elite agility, good change of direction, good jumping, good speed, solid strength. B awareness, B block shed, B catching, B kick return, B zone coverage, A man coverage with C tackle. He's got hidden dead with 91 speed. We got a new slot corner right here. Second round now, I'm going to take this defensive tackle, Lance Caldwell from Ole Miss. He's 6'6", 320 pounds. He's a run-stop and scheme fit. I have him 95% scouted, so we almost know exactly what he is. 22 years old, he has solid acceleration, good agility, solid change of direction and jumping, good speed with elite strength. He has B's everywhere, B awareness, B block shed, C finesse moves, but he has B power moves, B play rec, B pursuit, B tackle. He's got normal dev with 95 strength and 72 speed. Fourth round now, we did not have a third round pick. I'm going to take this middle linebacker, Alton Pointer from West Virginia. He's 6'3", 236 pounds. He's a field general scheme fit. Only got him 50% scouted, so we're taking a chance. 23 years old, he has great acceleration, good agility, good change of direction with solid jumping, elite speed, and solid strength. Dude ran a 4.51 40. And he has a chance to have A and B in a lot of things. He for sure only has C tackle, B pursuit with B zone coverage. He's got normal depth with 91 speed. Dude is quick. I simulated the rest of the picks. In the first round, we took this cornerback, Gregory Blackburn. He's actually a 77 overall, so I'm happy with that. He's 20 years old. He has hidden div, 91 speed, 81 man coverage with 76 zone coverage, 69 catching, and he has 72 awareness. In the second round, we took this defensive tackle, Lance Caldwell. He's actually a 74 overall. I think he only had normal dev though. Yeah, 22 years old, 95 strength, 73 blocking, or block shedding, my bad. 74 power moves, 66 finesse moves, 77 tackle, 78 acceleration. In the fourth round, we took this middle linebacker. He's actually a 72 overall, so he's better than I thought he was gonna be. 23 years old, he has normal depth, 91 speed, 80 tackle, 68 block shedding with 78 power. He does have 91 acceleration. Looking at the entire NFL draft recap, the Patriots took a quarterback #1 overall, and he's actually at 82 overall, so it looks like they got them their new franchise quarterback from Nebraska. Texans stole the defensive tackle that I wanted. He's a 77 overall. Does he have hidden div? Yeah, of course he does. He's got 90 strength, 79 power moves, 75 finesse moves, 79 tackle, 78 acceleration with 81 speed. Man, I wish I could have got him. Highest overall in the entire class was that quarterback. The Patriots took 82 overall, and then the Bears took a defensive end with the #3 pick. He's a 79 overall. Then we got some 77 overalls, which is one of our guys at cornerback. We got a couple of 77 overalls taken in the second round here. 76 in the second round. This is what the starting lineup is looking like for season 2. Jared Goff is at 83 with star div, hoping to get a better season out of him. Kyron Williams at running back, 85 with normal div. Quorum is a backup now at 72 with normal. Puka Nacua is our #1 receiver. He's at 88 with X Factor. Atwell still in the slot, 78 with normal. Cooper Kupp, 87 overall with X Factor. That's a really good second receiver to have. #2 receiver, probably the best in the NFL by far. Tyler Higbee at tight ends, 81 with star. Havenstein's at 84 with star. Dotson, 82 with star. Avila, 77 with star. Jackson starting for us at left guard. He's injured for 1 week, 77 with star. Apparently this guy's a hidden dev backup rookie. And then we signed Bakhtiari at left tackle. He's at 92 with superstar div. Defensively, I moved Turner to defensive end because he's only 288 pounds. And Caldwell is the defensive tackle that we drafted. He's actually like 320 pounds, so he's more of a nose tackle for this 3-4. So I'm going to be starting him at defensive tackle, 74 with normal div. Fisk is just going to be a backup. I'm trying to get the highest overall players on the field. Williams, we're right over in free agency, is 75 with normal div. Tre'Davious White, 94 with X Factor, is our #1 cornerback, best player on the defense. He has X Factor. We got the rookie in the slot corner spot. He's actually playing up to a 79 overall with hidden div. And then we have Williams at cornerback 2, 85 with normal. Cameron Crowe at strong safety is 85 with star. Jared Verse, 77 with star div. Jones, 83 with star. Brought Eric Kendricks over in free agency as our #2 middle linebacker. He's 80 with star. Young is a 79 with normal, and then Lake at free safety, 77 with star div. One other thing that I wanted to point out real quick is that rookie cornerback we drafted in the first round, Blackburn. He's actually the best kick returner and punt returner we have on the team. He's 85 overall, so it'll be interesting to see how he does with that. And I'll definitely be showing his stats on those punt returns and kick returns. For my scouts at this time, we're going with offensive tackle, wide receiver, safety, offensive tackle, and then safety. I'm sticking with the same playbooks for 1 more year. We're sticking with the Rams on offense and defense, and I'm going to see how they do with another year under their belt. Hopefully the defense can be better. They can't be any worse. They're ranked 32nd, so we got a couple upgrades on the defensive roster. And offensively, hopefully Jared Goff can develop better in this Rams playbook. We're at 80% on the West Coast zone run offensive fit, and base 3-4 we're at 86%. Here at week 3, we are 1-1. We're going to be playing against the Detroit Lions, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and simulate the game since it's going to be Jared Goff. playing against his old team, and we ended up losing 20-14 against the Rams and Matt Stafford. At the midseason point, we're off to a way better start than our 0-7 start last year. We are 4-3, second in the division to the 49ers, who are 5-1. Cardinals are 4-3, Seahawks are 3-3. See what players we have to negotiate with here. We got $143 million in cap space because Jared Goff's contract is up. He wants 4 years, $162 million, 84 overall scheme fit, started there. He's still only 29 years old. We'll go ahead and offer him this deal. He's coming back. Ernest Jones at the middle linebacker spot. Definitely want to try to bring him back. He has a little bit of interest, but not a lot. He wants a 5-year deal for about $41 million. Let's go ahead and offer that to him. I think he's going to turn it down though. Oh, he's coming back. I'm surprised. $98 million, David Bakhtiari. I'm not sure if I want to bring him back yet or not. We're going to wait on him. Tutu Atwell, I might try to bring him back. I'm going to wait till the end of the year. Bobby Brown, no thanks. Rob Havenstein, yes, I do want to bring him back, but he's 32, so he'll regress a little bit. Might be able to get him cheaper if I wait till the end of the season. Eric Kendrick's probably going to move on from him after 1 year. He's probably going to regress pretty heavily since he's 32. And that's it. I just simulated to the next week and we beat the Cardinals 24-17. We got a weekly award here, so let's check it out. It's going to be Jared Verse, outside linebacker, 4 tackles, 3 sacks in 1 game. Dude is lighting it up out there. End of the regular season, we finished 9-8, way better than last year. We went 5-12, but we did not make the playoffs, unfortunately. We finished 3rd in the division. 49ers went 12-5, Seahawks 10-7, Cardinals went 7-10. See how we're looking for the stats season-wise. 7th on offense, Jared Goff, 4th in passing yards, 24th in passing touchdowns. What the heck? 10th on defense, so defense got way better. Jared Goff, 4,200 yards passing, which is pretty good. Only 20 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I mean, that's not bad, I guess. 10 touchdown interception ratio. 66% completion with a 96 rating, so he definitely had a better year than last year. Rushing yards, Kyron Williams played all 17 games. He had 1,000 yards, 4.1 per carry with 12 touchdowns. Nice. Blake Corum, 3.9 per carry, almost 400 yards with 9 touchdowns. So we had a lot of rushing touchdowns despite not having a lot of rushing attempts. Receiving, Puka Nacua, 100 catches, 1,300 yards, 9 touchdowns. That's awesome. Cooper Kupp with 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tutu Atwell had 900 yards with 0 touchdowns. That's crazy. Tyler Higbee, 576 yards, 1 touchdown. Defensively, Eric Kendricks led the team in tackles with 92. Ernest Jones had 91. Tackles for loss, Kobe Turner once again led the team with 16. Byron Young had 11, and Lance Caldwell had 10. Defensive tackle, that's a rookie. Sacks, man, we barely had any sacks here. Kobe Turner only had 7. Jared Verse had 5.5. Jackson had 4. Caldwell had 3. Interceptions, Tre'Davious White had 4, Kendricks had 3, and Ernest Jones had 2. Nobody else had any interceptions at all. No corners, no safeties. Crazy. I'm looking at the team stats from this season to see what playbooks I want to change to. The Chiefs had the number 1 offense. They had the most passing yards, and they still had 1,900 yards rushing, which is not terrible. I think I'm going to switch to the Chiefs offensive playbook. Defensively, the number 1 defense was the Ravens by far, and they are a 3-4 defense, so I'm going to go ahead and switch to the Ravens defensive playbook and see if that can help us get us at least to the playoffs for the last year of the rebuild. The Chiefs beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl 35-21. Isaiah Pacheco won Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes won MVP of the regular season with the Chiefs. Andy Reid, Coach of the Year with the Chiefs. Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year with the Ravens. Bobby Okereke, Defensive Player of the Year with the Giants. What the heck? And then we got that number 1 pick quarterback for the Patriots, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm officially changing the playbooks on offense. We're going with the Kansas City Chiefs West Coast power run. We're at 64% scheme fit on that. And then defensively, I switched to the Ravens 3-4, and we are at 87% scheme fit on that. We have $100 million in cap room. I'm going to try to bring Bakhtiari back at left tackle. He's a 91 superstar, and he also has a lot of interest in coming back. So I'm offering this 1-year deal for about $28 million. He's coming back. We got $72 million left. Tutu Atwell in the slot. I'm going to go ahead and offer him this deal. It's not too bad, about $7 million per year, 3-year deal. He's coming back. We got $65 million left. Bobby Brown, moving on from him. Rob Havenstein, I do want to bring him back. 33 years old, 81 overall with Star Dev. He wants a 1-year deal for about $13.7 million. He's coming back. We got $52 million left. Eric Kendricks dropped all the way down to a 74 overall with normal dev. Dude was an 82 with Star. and he dropped hugely. So yeah, we're moving on from all these guys. This is what the team is looking like before free agency and the draft. Offensively, I think that we're pretty much set everywhere. If anything, maybe upgrade in the slot receiver spot, but Tutu Atwell is actually pretty good. We do have Havenstein at right tackle, but he's injured right now for 12 more weeks. So offensively, we're sitting good. Defensively, we can use some upgrades here. We could do something at middle linebacker. Blackburn, that cornerback, he actually has star dev. You know what? I didn't look at his return stats. Let's go check that out real quick. Still only 21 years old. He had a pretty good season. 72 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, 1 sack. He had 7 pass deflections. He didn't have any interceptions though. And is there a way to see his return? Here we go. He had 4 kick returns for 98 yards. Why? Dude was supposed to be the #1 kick returner for us. What the heck happened? He had no punt return attempts. I have to go check that out, man. It looks like the computer signed somebody in free agency named Lob. That's actually 87 overall, and he took over the return duties. Dylan Lob, 26 years old. He's only been in the NFL for 2 years, so he was a 24-year-old rookie. Dude is so pale. Look how white he is. Let's look at his stats here. 5 kick returns for 117 yards and 21 punt returns for 157 yards, no touchdowns. Dude, you suck. So anyways, looking at the defense, I mean, we could still use an upgrade at defensive tackle and defensive end and middle linebacker spot too. Byron Young's still hovering around the 79 and Verse still around the 78, so they're not actually developing really. Jared Verse had a great rookie year, but he had a bad season this past season. So let's go to free agency. Free agency actually went pretty well. We got the best available middle linebacker in free agency, Nick Bolton from the Chiefs. He's actually an 88 overall, star dev, scheme fit, 25 years old. Got him on a 6-year deal. I did have to overpay for him a little bit because he had offers from 10 other teams. I'm actually surprised that he signed with us. And then we got defensive tackle Michael Pierce upgrading that spot. He's an 82 overall, scheme fit, star dev on a 1-year deal. He's 32 years old. Here in the first round of the draft, we have pick number 18. I'm going to draft this free safety, Taylor Spadell from Auburn. He's 5'11", 210 pounds. He's a hybrid guy. Have him 100% scouted. It says he's a true first-round talent. 22 years old. He has decent acceleration, good agility, great change of direction, solid jumping, good speed, and good strength. He has B awareness, B block shed, A catching. He has B man coverage with C zone coverage. He has B tackle. He's got hit and dead with 89 speed. Here in the third round, I'm going to take this wide receiver, Alfonso McDougall from Delaware State. He's 6'3", 205 pounds. He's a playmaking scheme fit. In my opinion, trying to diagnose if a playmaking wide receiver is good or not is pretty hard to do because, as you can see, the key ratings is catching traffic, catching deep route release. They're usually pretty bad for the playmaking archetypes, but for some reason, they always end up being like a good overall. But he has great acceleration, good agility, great change of direction with solid jumping, good speed, decent strength. He is 22 years old and he has a chance to have B and A in a lot of things here. So yeah, we're just taking a blind chance on this dude. He's got normal dev with 91 speed. Wouldn't surprise me if he was like a 78 overall or a 68 overall. Have no idea what's gonna happen. Here in the fourth round, I'm going to take a chance on this outside linebacker, Blake Knight from BYU. He's 6 foot, 248 pounds. He's a run stopper, so it would be more of a middle linebacker spot. I know we don't really need middle linebacker because we just got a good middle linebacker, Nick Bolton. But this guy has a chance to have A in his block shedding. He has A pursuit. Tackle could be A. Zone coverage could be a B. So it looks like he has a chance to be good. He is 24 years old, so the dude is old as hell. Elite acceleration, solid agility, great change of direction, good jumping, good speed, solid strength. He's got normal dev 83 speed, so yeah, he's probably terrible. I simulated the rest of the draft picks. It looks like we had a pretty bad draft overall, but that free safety we drafted in the first round, he's actually a 75 overall. And he has hidden dev, 22 years old, 89 speed, 72 zone coverage, 72 tackle, 78 pursuit, 87 acceleration. He does have 73 man coverage with 75 awareness, so I'll probably start him right away as a rookie. Only other player that we drafted that was over a 70, or the computer drafted, was this tight end, David Parsons, in the 5th round. He's a 71 overall, and the dude has hidden dev. It's a blocking tight end. He's only 243 pounds and he's a blocking tight end. How does that make sense? He must be an elite blocker because he's got hidden dev. 74 speed, his catching is terrible, 67. His route running is even worse. His medium route running is 54. Deep route 52. Dude sucks. but his run block power is 74. So yeah, he's a really good run blocker. That's crazy. Number 1 pick in the entire draft was outside linebacker, 78 overall, that went to the Titans. Let's see who the highest in the whole entire class was. That guy, and then there was a 78 overall safety that went to the Steelers in the 2nd round. 77 overall guard that went in the 2nd round. 77 wide receiver that went in the 3rd round to the Texans. So yeah, it's a pretty big drop off from, we have 2 guys 78, 4 guys 77, and then it just keeps going down. This is the starting lineup for the 3rd and final season of the rebuild. Jared Goff is an 84 with star dev, hoping for a breakout year from him in this Kansas City Chiefs offensive playbook. Kyron Williams 86 overall, still has normal dev. Corum still backing him up, 74 with normal. Puka Nacua is up to a 92 with X Factor. Tutu Atwell 79 with normal in the slot. Cooper Kupp's down to superstar dev, and he's also down to 84 overall. I believe the highest rated that he was in this rebuild was 88 overall with X Factor. At tight end, we got Higbee 79 with star dev. We got the elite all-American all-star tight end blocking tight end, whatever, Parsons backing him up, 71 with hidden dev. Apparently he's starting for us at fullback also. Haven signed at right tackle is an 82 with star. Totson's an 83 with star. Avila is a 78 with star. Jackson 78 with star. Bakhtiari 92 with superstar at the left tackle spot. Defensively, Tre'Davious White 93 with X Factor, our number 1 corner. Blackburn in the slot 82 with star dev, and then Williams our number 2 corner. He's all the way down to 83 with normal dev. He was like an 86 last year, I think. Turner at defensive end is an 84 with superstar. Pierce, we got him in free agency. He's an 82 with star at the defensive tackle spot. And then we got Williams at defensive end, 76 with normal dev. I'm going to go ahead and start the rookie safety Spadell at free safety, 75 with hidden dev over top of Lake. And we also have Curl at strong safety, is 86 with star. Jared Verse injured for 1 week, he's a 79 with star dev. And then we have Byron Young, who'll be starting at the right outside linebacker spot. He's an 80 with normal dev. Nick Bolton coming over in free agency, 88 with star dev at the middle linebacker spot. And then Jones, middle linebacker, 84 with star dev. Here at the midseason spot, we were actually 4-2 leading the division. 49ers are 4-3. Seahawks are 3-3, and the Cardinals are 1-5. So we might have the chance to go to the playoffs here if we can just go ahead and keep on winning. End of the regular season, we finished 8-9, so I guess we had a bad second half of the season because we did not make the playoffs, and we finished 3rd in the division. The 49ers went 10-7, Seahawks went 9-8, Cardinals went 2-15. See what happened with the season stats here. 25th ranked offense, so Jared Goff did terrible in this Kansas City Chiefs playbook. 26th ranked defense, so we did terrible in that Ravens defensive playbook. Jared Goff, 3,800 yards passing, 33 touchdowns. I think that's the most that he did throw in the 3 years he's been on the team. 16 interceptions, 64% completion with a 94 rating. Let's look at his 3 years here on the team again. So yeah, he had 3,800 yards, 26 touchdowns in his first year. Second year he threw for more yards, but only 20 touchdowns. And then this season he had 3,800 yards, 33 touchdowns. Technically, this was his worst year on a QB rating, 94.7 versus a 94.9. So yeah, not looking good for him. For rushing yards, Kyron Williams led the team again, 1,000 yards on 240 carries, 4.4 per carry with 9 touchdowns. That's a pretty good season from him. Blake Corum, backup spot, had 10 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty good. Receiving, Tyler Higbee had the most catches and yards on the team because the Chiefs playbook targets the tight end a lot. Travis Kelce, 90 catches, 979 yards with 9 touchdowns. Puka Nacua, 900 yards, 11 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp, 700 yards, 4 touchdowns. Tutu Atwell, 500 yards with 2 touchdowns. Kyron Williams, 300 yards with 4 touchdowns. Defensively, Nick Bolton led the team in tackles with 125. Ernest Jones had 114. Kobe Turner had 19 tackles for loss. Jared Verse had 14 sacks. Kobe Turner had the most with 7.5. Jared Verse only 7. So yeah, we're not getting very much sack production out of this playbook either. Michael Pierce 2.5. Yeah, we're just not very much. Interceptions, Darion Kendrick had 3. Tre'Davious White had 3. Jones had 1. Bolton had 1. Blackburn had 1. And Kinchins had 1. I want to see how Matthew Stafford did with the Lions since he's back on the team, and it looks like he already got taken over by a rookie quarterback, Calvin Chandler. He only had 4 attempts with 2 completions in this season, but let's see how he did the last couple years. He's down to a 73 overall. So his first year there, he only had a 92 rating, 3,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, and then another 92 rating, 3,200 yards, 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. So even with Jared Goff playing not so great, he's been outplaying Matthew Stafford in these last couple years, but Matthew Stafford's starting to get up there in age and he's regressing heavily. Chiefs beat the Packers in the Super Bowl 35-24. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowl MVP and he won regular season MVP with the Chiefs. Nick Sirianni, Coach of the Year with the Eagles. Isaiah Pacheco, Offensive Player of the Year with the Chiefs. Micah Parsons, Defensive Player of the Year with the Cowboys. Right tackle Rob Havenstein retires after 11 years. This is what the final team is looking like, and that tight end that the computer drafted as X Factor, dude is the greatest all-time blocking tight end of everdom. Jared Goff, 84, was star dev. He was okay. I mean, he outplayed Matthew Stafford technically, but we didn't even make it to the playoffs at all. Maybe it had something to do with the playbooks. I mean, the Rams' offensive playbooks passes to the wide receivers like crazy because, you know, they have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua, but that doesn't translate well in Madden simulation. They just put up a lot of stats, but they don't necessarily win games. Kyron Williams at running back actually did pretty good. He's 88. He's finally up to star dev. Puka Nacua is up to 95 with X Factor. Tutu Atwell is at 80 with normal dev. Cooper Kupp's all the way down to 81 with normal dev, so he's starting to regress pretty bad. Tyler Higbee at tight ends is 79 with star. And see, Havenstein retired at right tackle, so he's not there anymore. Dotson at right guard is at 84 with star. Avila, 80 with star. Jackson, 78 with star. And Bakhtiari at left tackle is down to 86 with superstar, so he's starting to regress with his age as well. At the defensive side, we got a bunch of superstar guys here. Let's start with Tre'Davious White, 92 with X Factor. Kendrick in the slot, 78 with normal. Blackburn at cornerback 2 is at 84. He's up to superstar dev. Turner, 86 with superstar. Caldwell's at 77 with normal. Pierce all the way down to a 75 with normal, so he fell off big time. And then Fisk is going to be starting at the right end spot at 74 with normal. And we just have a lot of players that's regressing heavily. Jared Verse up to superstar dev, but he's still only at 80 overall. He did not develop very much. He had a great rookie year, but then after that, he only had like 7 sacks every year. Nick Bolton, 88 with star. Jones, 85 with star. Byron Young didn't do much either. He's at 80 with normal dev. And then I had started Spadell over Lake, but I guess the computer decided to move him back. Spadell's a 77 with star. Lake is a 79 down to normal dev. Curl, he's been holding his overall pretty well. He's 86 with star dev at the strong safety spot. Overall, the Jared Goff reunion with the LA Rams was not great. Maybe we should have tried some different playbooks earlier in the 3-year rebuild, but it is what it is. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, say something down in the comments. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.